There you are. I've been expecting you because I know what you're here for. On Sunday, on Meet the Press, our own Chuck Todd will preview the President's State of the Union address. And it's NFL Conference Championship Day as my defending Super Bowl victors, the Seattle Seahawks, play a team from Wisconsin. On Monday, it's Martin Luther King Day. MSNBC's own Al Sharpton and the National Action Network will be holding Be Like King events, honoring and promoting the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in New York and Washington, D.C. On Tuesday, a new NBC Wall Street Journal poll is released. It will look at the president's job approval numbers, direction of the country, and the economy. That night, President Obama delivers the State of the Union address. He'll mention trying to get Congress and state governments to increase paid leave for American workers, expanding broadband coverage, and free community college tuition for qualifying students. On Wednesday, potential presidential contender Hillary Clinton speaks in Winnipeg and Saskatoon at events sponsored by the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. The talks between the United States and Cuba on restoring diplomatic relations continue in Havana. And with more on the potential impact of warmer relations with the tiny island nation, here is our chief senior national global Cuban correspondent, Catherine Lyons, with the Lowdown with Lyons.
Thanks, Andy. You know, this is great news for the United States, for Florida. Okay, this is great news for Miami. I mean, we're finally seeing developments in our relations with Cuba. This could be the best thing that came out of Cuba since Gloria Estefan danced the conga. These new terms are going to ease over half a century of restrictions with Cuba. Although tourism will still be prohibited, travel will be a lot easier. You'll be able to take business trips, trips to visit family members. Before, travel was strictly limited to educational and religious purposes, and if you were Beyonce or Jay-Z. Trade will open up with the hopes of alleviating a lot of financial and economic tension they've experienced in the past decades. General investments will still be prohibited, but U.S. companies will be able to sell resources directly to Cuba's small business sector, which will hopefully help build their struggling economy. In addition, Americans visiting Cuba will be able to use their own credit cards, and they'll now be able to return to the U.S. with up to $400 in goods and $100 in cigars and rum. Boom, there's your welcome back party right there. But before you start celebrating, critics say, okay, Marco Rubio says that this is a bad idea and that the new agreement is going to empower the Castro regime and continue its repression of the Cuban people. So we'll see what comes out of this. Is it going to be a Cuba Libre or a kinda Libre?
That is some good in-depth analysis.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you very much, Catherine Lyons, our in-house Cuban correspondent. On Thursday, it's the 6th anniversary of President Obama vowing to shut down Guantanamo, and it's still open. The annual March for Life and anti-abortion rally takes place in Washington. On Friday, a court hearing in the criminal abuse of power case involving Texas Governor Rick Perry takes place in San Antonio. Well, that's it for me. I'm Andrew Gross, and this is your look at the week ahead. Hey, Kat.
Hey, where you been, Andy?
Where have I been? I've been on El Capitan.
What? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was the third climber.
No, there are only two.
No, I was the third one. I carried those guys.
I don't think so. I think there are only two climbers.
No, you didn't see me?
No.
The camera didn't look at my fingers.
No, I didn't see you.
I wasn't on television?
I don't know. You weren't.
Rock climbing. Back to spelunking for me.